As we abide in this third eye meditation of Ajna, I greet you in stillness and blessings, love and light, health and wholeness. As we abide in this third eye meditation of Ajna, I greet you in stillness and blessings, love and light, wholeness and health. In oneness, I greet you in stillness and blessings, love and light, health and wholeness. To one and to all. Peace and blessings, everybody. You never know what you like as usual. You never know where we gonna land, but we out here in the garden tonight. You know, in the garden, in nature. We hearing the crickets and the birds, the final birds. You know, I was out here over the fire, but it looked like it's gonna be too dark, so we probably gonna end up taking it on back inside to get this thing done. So, you know, y'all bear with me. Into the fire. Stillness and blessings, love and light, wholeness and health, now that we're in the flesh. Stillness and blessings, love and light, wholeness and health. Stillness and blessings, love and light, wholeness and health. I hope at this time we find everybody in the utmost of health and well-being. We're doing the best possible with what we got to work with. Once again, I'm happy to be in this space with y'all. All is well with me. And the highest vibrations to everybody. We're gonna get on off into this. I wanted to do it outside, but you know, time wasn't working with me. I've been running around and this and that and the other. So here we is right now. And we're gonna get off into today's segment is the violet transmuting flame in the 80K loop, law of life. 80K loop, law of life. 80K Luke, law of life, for anybody new. Violet transmuting flame. Life has provided the transmuting violet flame as the way and means by which mankind can, through conscious application, harmoniously change and transmute wrong conditions. So if I'm having a bad day, or if I'm having a bad day, which is a condition, in order for me to change the condition of the bad day that I appear to be having, then I have to change the condition of my attitude of mind. Upon changing the attitude of the condition of my mind, though there might be something going on in the outer realm, or I may have an outer situation, the change of my attitude of mind will alter the effect of whatever it is may be going on. So I'm gonna back up. Life has provided the transmuting violet flame as the way and means by which mankind can and through conscious application harmoniously change and transmute wrong conditions and all that is less than perfect, less than your perfect. Anything that promotes you not feeling well is less than your perfect. The violet flame is the activity of divine love, which consumes or transmutes. It is that rate of vibration. Violet flame is divine alchemy. The violet flame is the activity of divine love, which consumes or transmutes. It is a rate of vibration. Violet flame is divine alchemy. It cleanses the force fields of the electrons composing the atom, which produces a change in vibratory action and results in divine alchemy. This is how you get your gold pill. The use of the violet flame will change vibratory rates and through transmutation bring about transformation. It is an action of mercy and compassion. The flame of transmutation is an action of the seventh ray. It is coming in now at the close of the sixth ray, because we're going from the Piscean age to the Aquarian age, which is quote unquote known as the Golden Age. The Christian or the Christ dispensation, which has reigned for the last 2,000 years with Master Yahshua in charge under the sixth ray. The knowledge of this phase of the law regarding the use of the transmuting flame was not permitted to be made public until recently. This is why we're in an era where everybody woke. Yahshua referred to it as grace. Grace. The church used the term saved by grace. Well, the only way you're going to be saved by grace, you got to get in a vibration of grace. Violet flame is a grace from God. You can call it forth into action in, through, and around you. Through its use, you can begin to balance your account to life by expiating karma while yet here in the physical body. Expiate means to get rid of karma while you're here in the physical body. Transmuting the discordantly qualified energy of this lifetime and all previous ones. This will bring freedom in your being, and in your world. It can transform your world when applied sufficiently. The use of violet flame is a science. The use of violet flame is a science. Its transmuting activity is a scientific and it is as scientific and practical as melting ice over a fire into water, and with greater heat turning it into steam. Through the use of fire, note, fire, flame, the vibratory action is changed, which changes its consistency. The transmuting violet flame will do the same with qualities of a raw nature in the inner bodies and the physical body too. So this can be used mentally to change things that's going on cellularly. The transmuting violet flame will do the same with qualities of a raw nature in the inner bodies and the physical body too. The smell of violet flame is like ozone. It is an intense action of the violet ray. It is the interaction of the violet ray from the sun to the earth, of which science knows. The transmuting violet flame may be likened to an eraser. When used sufficiently, one can erase from his life stream all that is not of the light that has accumulated. It is not just a repression of karma, making it inactive, but actually changes the vibratory action and makes the discord or wrong qualities non-existent. You change your life with your mind. The transmuting violet flame is what will dissolve your human creation, your human discord. That is the reason it was provided by the cosmic beings. In some teachings, through sheer will, students are able to push back, as it were, this misqualified and destructively qualified energy. Karma, as it is called in the East. Be mindful, all karma is not bad and all karma is not good. Karma is what you put in the universe. In that way, many healings are affected, but that energy is not redeemed, transmuted, or purified. Therefore, it sometimes happens that at a later time, when the pressure of will is released or no longer sufficient to hold back that creation of misqualified energy, it pop right back up. You ever get to the point where you're about to do something and everything ain't been working until you get to the point of completing what you've been trying to do, and then it blow up in your face? That's because something, it was a crack. It was a crack along the way, and you got it right to the door, and then it blew up when you get to the door. So now you can't open the door that you're supposed to walk through. Therefore, it sometimes happens at a later time when the pressure is released and nothing is no longer able to hold it back. That is what is generally not understood, but with the use of the transmuting violet flame, it can be transmuted, and that is permanent unless one recreates the same quality. To change your life, you got to change your mind. All manifestation comes from the unseen, from the inner into the outer. That which is perceived by the senses. Distress and dis-ease are results of causes set up on the inner. They are conditions in the material and emotional bodies caused by wrong thought and feeling. Therefore, for a permanent cure, one must remove the cause instead of just treating the effect. This is medically too. This can be done through the use of the sacred fire, particularly the transmuting violet flame, which will dissolve the human creation. By its use, one can alleviate suffering and furthermore prevent it. Suffering is a purging, an action of the fire element in the physical body. You ever feel that burn? Caused by previously created discord, karma. With enough use of the transmuting violet flame, the cause of suffering, which is in the mental and feelings, can be transmuted and balanced before it outpictures in the physical and experience in suffering. Dis-ease is energy, heavily charged with the discord, and it may take very intense action of the violet flame to completely transmute it. Now, through the teachings of the ascended masters, particularly one known as Saint Germain, the use of the transmuting fire has been given to mankind. It is also known as the violet flame. Being violet or purple in color according to its intensity, and is one action of the sacred fire. Everything I do for a reason. Everything you see me well for a reason. Everything hold energy. I'm always using energy. The violet flame is radiance from the freedom flame. It is the consuming, transmuting activity. It has the power to transmute and redeem all that is not perfect, all that is not permanence. Perfect is permanence. By the use of the transmuting violet flame, forces that are active to prevent one's success can be removed. Whether it's a thought, whether it's a hex, whether it's some magic, it will dissolve appearances and the accumulation of the ages. What causes limitation? It is the accumulation around the human form. Tragedies occur because one has not used the violet flame earnestly enough. They are caused by past momentum of things in your stream of life. To use the transmuting violet flame daily is most imperative, most important. As your attention goes to the presence, your higher self, more and more of the accumulated misqualified energy of the past will come forth for you to handle it. Be grateful for its coming forth so it can be redeemed. Then it will not come into action in an unguarded moment and cause distress on accident. Let me get a pause, y'all. Be grateful for its coming forth. Gratefulness. So it can be redeemed. Then it will not come into action in an unguarded moment and cause distress or an accident. It will not catch you by surprise. Work on you so you will not catch you by surprise. You will feel a lightness, a lack of the former pressure. Do not fear it, but call to your higher self to draw forth into the transmuting flame and command it be completely transmuted. Cause, core, record, effect, and the memory. As you call for the violet flame, a ray comes from the hands, the heart, and the head of the presence or your higher self. And as it touches the surface beneath your feet, it bursts into a flame. Also, there is the potential violet flame in the flame of the heart and in the points of light in every cell, atom. But it is latent. It can, however, be activated at any time by calling the presence, your higher self, into action. There are 3 actions of the violet flame. It blazes up, in, and around us. It is in the points of light in every cell, and there is the action of the cosmic light. It is well to call on the law of forgiveness just before calling for the violet flame. You don't want to call on that flame and you got some unfinished forgiveness in your life. Otherwise, when you get to the door or manifesting something that you've been wanting, that gotta pop up. The bubble gonna bust. It is well to call on the law of forgiveness just before calling the violet flame. By calling for the many, we release greater forgiveness for ourselves. So, in calling for the many, and what I do for myself, I call it for the many. So the healing I see for myself, I see it for the whole. Claim it for yourself to receive it. We can say, higher self, I call on you and the law of forgiveness for myself and all mankind, for all mistakes, misqualified energy, human consciousness, and for straying from the light. One can call forth the violet flame something like, higher self, blaze through and around me the transmuting violet flame. Thy sacred fire, purify and transmute now all impure desires, hard feelings, wrong concepts, imperfect etheric records, causes, cause, effects, and memories, known or hidden. Keep this flame sustained and all-powerfully active. Replace all by pure substance, power of accomplishment, and the divine plan fulfilled. Ashe. You can repeat the call several times, 3 or 7 in succession, at least in the beginning, as it helps to anchor and make it real in your consciousness. Meanwhile, picture, visualize, mentally see it like a soothing flame, violet or purple in color, penetrating your very being and world, right up through your body, going between the cells that make up your body, organs, bones, and all. The physical body is not completely solid as it seems. It is a small universe, microcosm, in itself, there being space between the cells. Visualize a flame as you might see it in a fireplace, but see it violet or purple in color. Some have gotten good results by turning on and lighting a gas jet, then watching the flame until they got the feeling and interaction of it. It is to get the feeling of it that really brings results. Get the feeling, get the feeling, get the feeling for the result. It does not cause a burning sensation, but gives a joyous, comforting feeling, relaxes and makes you feel lighter. You can qualify it to be warm, or in overwarm weather, you can qualify it to be cool. Hold that visualization for 15 minutes or as long as you can comfortably do so, or have time for it. The use of the violet flame will not harm anyone, but it can and will transmute distress, irritation, anger, lack, and limitation, bad habits, and dis-ease. It will give you a freedom never experienced before and boost your energy. You can make the following call to beings who have offered their assistance since the students were not handling conditions sufficiently or accordingly. Beloved Gautama, Archangel Michael, Ascended Master Yahshua, Oludamari, Obatala, Krishna, whoever you exercise your spirituality with. You can command them to charge into this violet flame, your purifying, dissolving power of divine love in its most powerful dynamic activity. In the use of the violet flame, there is naturally left in the place of what was transmuted some pure substance. But we need to call forth more of the perfect qualities. Therefore, after using the world with constructive qualities that you require or desire, you can simply say, my higher self, presence, charge me with perfect health, joy, happiness, illumination, love, wisdom, power, abundant supply, and with ascended master consciousness or whatever you may require. Use the transmitting violet flame with the great intensity. Call for it as if your very life depends on it. To control the feelings you feel, anything not of happiness at the solar plexus. Anything not of happiness at the solar plexus. Feel the violet flame flash up quickly and come out at the heart as a golden flame, and blaze it through the other person or condition which is the cause of distress. If it is a mental thing that bothers you, blaze it up through the head, then feel the fullness of the presence. The position of one who has not contacted this understanding of the law of the I am is different from one who has. When one does give attention to the presence, your higher self, the accumulation of the past begins to be drawn forth. That is, for the purpose of being transmuted, redeemed, so the individual may become free, sovereign. All misqualified energy seeks redemption. With the violet flame, the record is transmuted, not only qualities of discord. If it were not so, that record would draw to it again the same quality. Illuminate the residue of your karmic patterns. Purgatory is not a place of damnation imposed by God. Would I impose purgatory on myself? So what God would impose and purgatory on you? It is a state of consciousness which is experienced at inner levels after so-called death, when the individual is aware of his wrongdoings. So why we gotta wait to death to be aware of our wrongdoings, when we know we conscious of our wrongdoings right here? So if hell right here, that means heaven right here too. We can expiate our wrongdoings, our karma, to a certain degree, to a certain extent, and enter into the higher realms, the mansions not made with hands, right here on earth. When Jesus said, thy sins are forgiven thee, go forth and sin no more, what happened? Yeshua called on law of forgiveness for the other person and called forth the action of the transmuting violet flame, which transmuted the wrongly qualified energy and corrected the condition. By sin no more, he meant to not recreate the same condition through the use of the faculties of your attention, vision, and qualification of your mind. Meaning, by this, to change one's thought and feeling so as to not reproduce the same activity in your mind, which will produce the same condition, occurrence, or reoccurrence in your physical. With that, positively charge and qualify your feelings. I wish y'all stillness and blessings, love and light, health and wholeness to one and to all. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. This is Sawu to God. Like, share, subscribe. You want to cash out $SAIWOODAGOD. Sawu to God. Peace.